Hey everyone, Sun Tender Guy here, bringing you back another video of Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation 4, for the PlayStation 2. In the last episode, we completed the Olympus Coliseum's Hades Cup for the final time. I'm actually gonna be highly honest, I feel like I'm about to cry. And I showed off all the summons that are in the game. And that was kind of it. There's now really not much you can do. Well, besides, like I said before, the secret bosses, which really in total there's like 4, I believe. There's one and there's 2 in Olympus Coliseum. I mentioned one of them being Sephiroth. The second one is the Ice Titan, and trust me, it does kick butt. The third secret boss is here at Agrabah. You just have to do is talk to the magic carpet that somehow got itself stuck. Free him, and then he'll alert you about this big Heartless. And the fourth secret boss is in Neverland. It's basically a phantom. What's the phantom? How the heck should I know? Now, if I were playing Kingdom Hearts, actually, I want to check this. You know what? I want to check this out real quick. I want to see if it's actually in the original game. Okay, no, it is not. So that means that it has always been a Final Mix exclusive fight. I'm referring to the mysterious figure, which of course we all know that is Ansem. Xemnas. Also, if you were to spell Xemnas, try again. If you were to say Xemnas backwards, it is actually called Mansex. Whoever came up with that name was a what-the-heck mad genius. Anyway, I'm going to stop right here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And so this is what I'm going to go in with. I'm going to go in with 3 Mega Elixirs, 2 Elixirs and a High Potion. Donald, he's going to go in with 4 Mega Ethers, 1 Elixir, and 1 High Potion. Goofy is going to go in with 4 Mega Potions, 3 Mega Elixirs, and 1 Elixir. Now I'm sure you're going to ask me, Suntendo, what the heck are you thinking? That's a bad idea. I have plenty of them, so there's no need to panic. And the heck? How the heck did I miss this? Okay, so it's a Mega Elixir. Okay. This is it. Once we go through these doors, there is no turning back. This here is the end of the game. Go through these doors. Actually, before do I dare to risk it? It's not like I'm gonna miss. It's not like I'm doing anything that bad. Hopefully not. Okay, there's a reason why I actually chose to save. Huh? What's wrong? Don't you hear something? There. Careful. This is the last haven he'll find here. Beyond, there is no light. to protect you. But don't be afraid. Your heart is the mightiest weapon of all. Remember, you're the one who will open the door to the light. I don't hear anything. Strange. That voice was so familiar. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe you better take a rest. Yep, the game is very much warning you. Oh, by the way, I am actually going to go in with the Lionheart Keyblade. I think it just makes a lot of sense for me to do the Lionheart Keyblade instead of the Oblivion. But I at least want to regain back at least one of my attack points. And so, let's go. Oh yeah, a little quick warning, this is going to be like the Olympus Coliseum. It could potentially be a multi-part. Which means you all probably won't be seeing the ending for like some time.
Is this my island?
No, this is not Sora's home. So basically what you want to do is actually, you see, you go back to the hole, but there's something I want to try to do. This can only be done in the original version. There's a certain okay, what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to do a little bit of transfer and bring in the gamer's joint into this mix because at least he was able to do it. It's like a very weird glitch. I just don't know what spot I need to be in.
Here for you guys today is the original Kingdom Hearts 1. This is the US NTSC version, and I am emulating it through PCSX 2 because I wanted to recreate this glitch to get it stuck out of that 2006 era and brought into more of an HD format. Also to let more people know about this. Even though you can't re-perform this on the modern versions of Kingdom Hearts now, it is something that is really neat. So the way that this works is you'll stand on top of the roof of the seaside shack. And looking at this corner of the shack where it meets the sort of wall face, you want to stand in this position and then try to jump and aim for the sort of edge of the roof. If done correctly, Sora will land on an invisible piece of collision, and from here you can simply spam the jump button to gain some height, climbing higher and higher and higher and higher. You can literally go as high as you want. So it seems like for the other region versions of Kingdom Hearts 1, it either just didn't exist to have this invisible piece of collision here in Destiny Islands, or for the other versions that released after the NTSC version here, Square obviously knew about this random piece of invisible collision and ended up removing it. I cannot confirm if the very original standard Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts 1 contains this collision. Honestly, it's likely that it does, as of course Kingdom Hearts 1 released in Japan first, being the very first version of the game to ever release. So likely chance this glitch probably exists in that version of the game. Now, as I said, you can climb as high as you want to a point where essentially Destiny Islands just becomes a speck off in the distance. You can also walk around, however though, if you walk into where essentially the playable space is, there won't be any collision and Sora will simply fall. However, this means that you are still above the invisible boundary walls, so you can completely fly outside of those and even land down on the Paupu tree little islands that of course you can't get to in this portion of the game. There is even collision on this little mini island, although it's a little bit whack and you will be sort of sinking into the island itself a little bit. You can even take a dip in the ocean because there is obviously an invisible boundary wall there, so you can't actually walk into the ocean, and all of the swimming animations and stuff still work here. on this portion of the island during the end of the world, which I found to be quite interesting. Even the boardwalk section you can jump up onto. The collision is a little bit weird here, but there is still collision, which is cool. Or, you know, you can just completely run away from Destiny Islands if you want to. Run into the void of darkness. Sometimes doing this results in one of the party members following you, and one being stuck down on the island. Here you can see that Goofy is trapped down on the beach there. But yeah, Donald's here with us, just chilling, hanging out. Goofy really is trying his absolute best to try fly up to us, but is failing miserably. I really do feel like I've come full circle with finally being able to perform this glitch for myself. I mean, back in the day, I remember being absolutely stunned by this glitch. How cool this was to be able to get outside of Destiny Islands to explore, well, what is nothingness. But being able to finally figure out why I was never able to perform this, apparently with the PAL version, the glitch does not exist in that version, and of course my region code is PAL, it all makes sense now. This is a really cool piece of Kingdom Hearts YouTube history. It's a super nostalgic video, even though it's a simple, you know, Windows Movie Maker intro with the no sound whatsoever, 240p quality, but it would be one of the very first Kingdom Hearts YouTube videos in that initial batch of videos that were being uploaded during the time. So it feels really good to be able to recreate this and share it with those of you who didn't know about it. Do let me know in the comment section down below if you came across this way back in the day. The video has amassed over 130,000 views during its time, so I'm sure there's at least a few of you guys who probably do know about this. However guys, that's all for today. Just something really neat I thought I would share with you guys. As always, I've been Cynical. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I can at least find it. Okay, let me actually do this then. So before I bother, let's see, is the ladder there? Nope. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, there's an invisible wall there. Okay, I did all. Okay, I think I'm done exploring. So what you do now is actually you go in towards here.
This world has been connected.
What was that?
Tied to the darkness. Soon to be completely eclipsed. There is so very much to learn. You understand so little. A meaningless effort. One who knows nothing can understand nothing.
Freak. Okay, yeah, I think it had to be, before you were to go back. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring in the gamer's join for that then. So what you do now is you just go up to Riku, or Ansem Ku.
Take a look at this tiny place. To the heart-seeking freedom, this island is a prison, surrounded by water. And so this boy sought out to escape from his prison. He sought a way to cross over into other worlds, and he opened his heart to darkness.
Riku!
Don't bother. Your voice can no longer reach him where he is. His heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true! The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
So you have come this far, and still you understand nothing. Every light must fade. Every heart return to darkness.
And here it is, the final boss of the game, Ansem, who is already getting his butt kicked. Oh, by the way, that guardian he has with him, I want to tell you all remember that guy. He plays quite a very big role. Actually, I will say this, out of all the final bosses in Kingdom Hearts, this one's the most easiest. Submit? Now why would I choose to submit? Are you trying to do something that I don't want to know? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Hate. Nope. One of the reasons why I decided to use the Lionheart Keyblade over the Oblivion is I said like already from early video of this video that because of Leon that he managed to save Sora just in time. Because Sora would have most likely not have stood much of a chance. So I think that's another reason why I kind of like the Lionheart Keyblade, because it represents Leon, or Squall. My gosh, he's already almost dead. Submit? But you're about to submit yourself. Yeah. And Ansem will be waiting for us in there. Ah, shoot! Shoot. I forgot to read the Ansem reports. Okay, you know what? Before we bother to continue, let's read with what we have. I don't know for sure, though, if I have all of them. I hope this is all of them, because I'm going to be a little disappointed if it's not. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world. Well, not so doubts that. I am blessed with my people's smiles and respect. But though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure, given the chance the smallest drop can spread and swallow the heart. I have witnessed it many times. Darkness, darkness of the heart. How is it born? How does it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is lost to those taken by darkness. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is, I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart, collectivate darkness in the pure heart, both surpass and amplify the darkness within. The experiment caused the test subject's heart to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. The treatments produced no signs of recovery. I could find those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Sometime later, I went below and was greeted by a strange sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? The shadows that crawl beneath the castle, are they the people who lost their hearts? Or incarnations of darkness? Or something entirely beyond imagination? All of my knowledge has provided no answer. One thing I am sure of is that they are entirely devoid of emotion. Perhaps further study will unlock the mysterious mysteries of the heart. Fortunately, there is no shortage of test samples. They are multiplying underground even as I write this report. They still need a name. Those who lack hearts. I will call them the Heartless. The Heartless appear in groups and are multiplying rapidly. I have provided them both living and non-living samples. They have responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who lost their hearts, and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I am confident in these hypotheses. I must also study their behavioral principles, whatever that word is. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them. It just occurred to me. Could they be the darkness in people's hearts? To study Heartless's behavior, I picked one out for observation. It wiggled its antenna, and as if sensing a target, headed deep into the castle. In the deepest part of the castle, its antenna began vibrating, as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door appeared. I have never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but didn't seem to be locked it. So, I opened the door. What I saw on the other side? Where that word is me. What was that powerful mass of energy? That night, I observed a great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened? A massive core of energy lay beyond the doors, sought by the Heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all Heartlesses. But what is that energy? I have devised a hypothesis based upon my observation of the Heartlesses. Or just Heartless. The Heartless feed on other hearts, and they yearn for that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart too. The heart of this world. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I'm certain that was the heart of the world. The Heartlesses are trying to take heart, not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? Well, we kind of had our answer on Destiny Islands. I am now studying material from the from the meteors that rained down that fateful night. What a find! The materials is forged into our world. It is elastic to the touch, and when two pieces are combined, they bond easily. None of the records I have secured even mention such a substance. Was it introduced to this world when I opened that door? I wonder how many other such materials drifted through the atmosphere of this tiny world. I wish I could soar off and find out. Could there be uncharted worlds up there? My curiosity never ceased to grow, but I should stop speaking of such unrealistic dreams. For now, there is no way to venture outside this world. My people and I are all but prisoners of this tiny place. There is no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to people's hearts. Further study may unreveal both their motivations and the mysteries surrounding the heart. As a start, I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. By recreating the conditions that spawn the Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the combination of all. My research thus far. The machine's test runs successfully, creating the Heartless. This may be a step toward creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and naturally created Heartless showed nearly identical traits, but the two types should remain distant for the purpose of this experiment, so I will mark the ones that are created artificially. Simply astounding. Today I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built out of the material that composed the meteors. He collected the pieces gummy blocks. It seems that my opening that door has opened a path to inner world travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest. That of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door that I have opened. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky, and deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts, born out of the darkness in people's hearts. They seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world the Heartless? I will pursue the answers there, and becoming all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. Dang, dude. This ansem guy, whew, he's a little cuckoo. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Next time on Kingdom Hearts, we'll be going into our second phase of the Ansem fight. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share, like, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you all for the next episode. Peace.